Hello to English Proficiency, this is Mohammed. Today we're having a grammar session and the subject of today is when do we use the word some and when do we use the word any. Please, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see my upcoming videos, and if it happens that you have any kind of questions or feedback or just something you want to share with us, just comment them below. Don't go so far. See you soon. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to see the difference between some and any. First of all, let's get started with some. Some is used with positive sentences, means it is used with affirmative forms. And let's how it is used with that. Let's start with the first rule. So I call it here A. So it is with, means it is used with plural and countable nouns. Plural, as you know, it is the opposite of singular, of course, and countable nouns are things that we can count like 1, 2, 3, 4, and etc. For example, one boy, that is singular. Plural could be 2 boys, 3 boys, a girl, 2 girls, a board, 2 boards, country, 2 countries. That is countable nouns. Good. Let us give an example. For example, some people have already arrived. So here we have some. Why? Because we have plural people, so that is plural of a person. Some people have already arrived, and when you see people, it is countable noun. 1 person, 2 people, 5 people, and etc. Good. Let me think of another example. Yes, I read books, and here is a book. Only some pages are left and I get finished with my book, and I get finished with my book. So that is the first rule. I repeat, so we use it, as I said, with plural and countable nouns, and of course with positive forms. So here, as you notice, there is no negative and there is no question forms. And I am going to explain furthermore. Okay, if we have finished with this, let us move to rule B. Rule B, so with the first rule, that is A, we have done with countable nouns and of course plural. And here we are with incountable nouns. Incountable nouns are the opposite of countable nouns, means things that we cannot count. So, for example, talking about liquids like water or like lemonade, like money, information. In English, these things cannot be counted, therefore, we do not have plural forms. So, we have singular, for example, piece of information, that would be singular, but we're talking about information in general that is incountable noun, and therefore we cannot count it as 1, 2, 3. so we cannot have plural. Good. For example, and now I'd like to have some water, of course. I'd like to have some water, please. So this is incountable, so water here is incountable now. Yeah, let me think of another example. After I finish this video, and of course I have to go to the grocery shop, yeah? So I remember that I need to go to the grocery shop to get some milk. So I repeat this just to conclude. Incountable, so we use some with positive sentences and we use it with both countable nouns, and that of course with plural forms. For example, I haven't borrowed any books, so that is with any. For example, as we have mentioned earlier, only some pages are left and they get finished with my book. Or also with incountable nouns, for example, I'd like to have some water, please, so that is incountable. Just remember this one. We use some with countable nouns, that is plural. And incountable nouns, of course, we do not have plural forms. The last thing I'd like to mention about some, and we get finished with that. And this will be a note. We use some with offers or to make offers. Offers would sound like questions, but grammatically incorrect to use some with questions. We only use it with offers, and there is a slight difference between the two kinds. For example, I can say, would you like some coffee? For example, would you like, and here I can use something, would you like something to eat? So this is offers, not questions. Yeah, there are questions, but they are served as. Now let us move to see the second one, that is any. Any is used like some, means we can use it with plural forms with countable nouns, as well as with incountable nouns, and of course doesn't include plural or singular. So the rule reads, any is used like some but with negative and question forms. Means we do not use any with positive forms. So keep this in mind. Let us move to the first rule. The first rule, as the rule here say, like some, means the same rules apply to some. And of course here we are going to see plural and countable nouns. Clear? Good. For example, did you meet any of your friends at the party? Did you meet any of your friends? That is countable, noun as well as plural. Did you meet any of your friends at the party? And it is question, not positive. Here it says with negative as well as with question forms. So we have done with questions. Let us move to negative. For example, I didn't borrow any books from her. And also that is negative, countable nouns and with plural form. And here we have any because countable and because negative, and also here we have plural. I think it is clear with this one. Now let us please go to the second rule. And that would be be. So if you remember that, will be uncountable nouns. And of course it will be with negative as well as with question forms. For example, here, say with question form, let's start. Did you buy any milk? With negative, say, I don't have any, for example, any juice. I don't have any juice. Well, that is it with some and any. So I think we have covered everything. Just to put it in brief or to give you a summary, we use some and any both with countable and uncountable nouns. When we use them with countable, we use them with plural forms. The only difference here, the some, we use it only with positive and offers, but any, we use it with negative and with question forms, but we don't use it with positive form. Okay, see you then. Stay well and do good.